Hi everyone, it's Hiedi Scott with DiyDreaming. I hope that you are having a wonderful afternoon. On this video tutorial, I'm going to show you two really cute things I'm super excited about. So I'll tell you what they are, and then we'll talk about just a few other basic things. So you guys, whenever I wear this t-shirt, which is so old, it's from J. Crew, from maybe 3 years ago or 4 years ago even, I get a ton of compliments on this cute little ruffle that is on the sleeve. And people ask me all the time, did you put those on your t-shirt? And I'm like, no. The thought really never even occurred to me that I could do it, but I did today. And I did it without a sewing machine. And I did it without hemming it. So that's one thing I'm going to show you. And then I'm going to show you this super cute stencil that we're going to use on the front of our t-shirt. We're going to use two different blues, and it's going to kind of coordinate with the ruffle, which the ruffle is going to be made out of one of those jelly rolls from Walmart. Okay, so it's going to be a really good Facebook Live, I think, I hope. Anyways, as you're hopping on, say hi, let me know where you're watching from. Let me know if you have any questions. Feel free to sprinkle if you would like to. Oh, let me just do my, let's see if I can figure out how to drop my pen. Hang on. So sorry. And this is a reach. Okay, dang, hang on. Someday I'm gonna figure this out. There we go. Okay, let's figure out where is my comment. Here it is. Okay. You guys know that I really struggle with technology. I can do the crafting and the ideas and putting things together out of almost nothing, but I can hardly operate my cell phone. So anyways, and I do think I remembered this time to flip it, because I know yesterday on one of my lives where we did the porch sitters, I didn't get it flipped, and I heard from a ton of you wanted to let me know over and over and over and over and over again that I didn't get it, that everything was backwards. So I'm really sorry. I'm trying to remember always to do that. Okay, so we're gonna start with this completely plain t-shirt that came from the men's department in Target. It was $6. I bought it maybe a month ago. I bought 3 colors, a pink, this, and a white. And I bought the men's, which were so much less expensive than the women's, because I couldn't find any women's in the size that I needed. So let me give you a little preview, and then I'll take you through the steps. And then after we talk about the sleeve, then we're gonna do the stencil. So what do you guys think? That's pretty darn cute. There's a few glue strings and a few strings that I need to trim up, but it was a piece of cake. Okay, and I could have used my sewing machine. It would be probably much nicer and definitely more sturdy, but I know lots of you guys don't have sewing machines or don't know how to use a sewing machine, so I used hot glue, the kind that's designed for fabric. Okay, so let's start at the very beginning. How did I get to this? Look how cute that t-shirt's gonna be. And we're gonna do a cute little stencil on the front of it that says hope in these sort of colors that are on this. Okay, the first thing I did, well, actually I didn't do it first, but I learned that I should have done it first, was I took some of this, what is this called? Fray check from Walmart. Let's see if I can get that so that you can see it without the glare. Okay, and I put it on a paper plate, and I used just a brush, and I brushed it on both edges. Can you guys see what and I gathered it first before I did that. So on the second try, what I did before I came live is I just did the fray check all the way around it. So what that will prevent is when this gets washed on delicate, inside out, on cold water, and probably hung to dry, that this won't disintegrate into a million pieces. That fray check works great, okay? There's still some strings that I'll need to trim a little bit, and so that was the first step. And then the second step was I measured on this one. I used this one as sort of a pattern. And I think I figured out that the total length of the ruffle for me on this shirt is 32 inches. So that's how long I needed to cut my jelly roll. And this is a jelly roll, which is a quilter's term, from Walmart. I've had it for a while. I made a ton of projects with this and my fat quarter, or whatever that other thing was called, when I first got it. And then I haven't done a lot with them lately, but I love them. They're so cute. So, so I just cut this so that it would be 32 inches long. I'm looking at my measurements back here, okay? And did all the sides with the fray check. Then the next thing I did is I measured down from the top of the shoulder to where the ruffle starts. And I think on my shirt, it was about 6.5 or 6 3/4 inches down on the outside of the sleeve. So that's where I wanted to put the part that was gathered. And if you notice on my t-shirt that I already have, it's all frayed at the top. They didn't hem that side. So I think it's gonna work just fine. Okay, so then the next thing you wanna do, if you've ever sewn, which I know some of you guys haven't, but this is not hard. I'm using a big embroidery needle and just some white thread. And what you're gonna do, put the camera down a little bit more. You guys, if you do this project, make some t-shirts, whether you sew them with a sewing machine or by hand or you use hot glue, please share pictures over at Dreamy DIY, because I think everybody's gonna wanna make this. I mean, shoot, I wanna make about 5 more, and I haven't even finished my first one. And it would just be so helpful for everyone to see more ideas. Okay, let me see who's on. Hi, Rose. Hey, Georgia. Hi, Patricia. Hey, Susie. Hi, Penny. Hey, Eileen. Hey, Christy. Hey, Diane, my friend. Hey, Darlene. Hi, Lisa. Oh, there's lots of you. Sandy, Becky, Brenda. Oops. Oh, I hope I didn't do something. I don't know if I did. Anyways, so yeah, there's quite a few of you online. And so if you do this project, you definitely want to get connected with that crafting group that I have, that I set up for you guys. It's called Dreamy DIY, and there's a little space in between. Okay, and share your pictures and any tips that you have, because I'm the kind of crafter where I get an idea in my head and then I just move forward and figure out how to make it work. You know, I don't always sweat the details too much. Okay, so I decided that I was gonna have my ruffle be about 1/2 inch into the fabric. And I have a knot at the end of my piece of thread. And I just am using a big needle, but you can use whatever you have. It doesn't have to be an embroidery needle. What you're gonna do is you're just gonna, I've poked myself a few times already this morning. You're gonna go in and out and in and out. Can you guys see what I'm doing? And it doesn't have to be precise. It doesn't have to, they don't have to all be the same size. Ow. They don't have to be all, you know, straight. So let me get some of this done and then we'll talk about what the next step is. When I looked at my t-shirt over here that I already had, it looks like they did really small gathers, but we're doing sort of a medium, and it looks just fine. So I'm just continuing to put go in and out on the fabric. And then when I get a ways into it, I'll pull my thread through. Sorry, this is taking a while. I could have started it beforehand, but I wasn't thinking about that. I may not do the whole thing. Okay, so what happens when you do this kind of a stitch is it's how you gather. Okay, so when you pull on the tail, it's gonna scrunch it all up and it's gonna have this cute little, get a hold of this. And I know there's lots of sewers in this group and you're probably cringing because I don't have the right vocabulary. I'm just a doer. I oftentimes don't know what the proper vocabulary is for the craft that I'm doing. But anyways, okay, so I did the whole entire thing and then I measured around from, well, I took my t-shirt and I just, you know, went down to almost 7 inches. Where did I put my pencil? I'm wishing I had one of those white wax markers or whatever they are that a lot of sewers have. I just measured and put a little dot on there. And then I took my bunched up fabric and I pinned, well, wouldn't you know, I didn't go the right direction. I pinned the end of one tail in the underarm because I thought that would be the best place to start. Hurricane, Utah. Wow, I don't know where that is. Brenda, I grew up in Idaho Falls and then Boise, Idaho, and then I went to Seattle, Washington for my first job. So I know the whole West pretty well. We did lots of ski trips to Utah. Okay, so I pinned the end of the little ruffle here on, and then I pinned the middle. I measured to find out what was the middle of this. I pinned it to the top of the sleeve, and then I pinned the bottom, the very end of the other one down here, okay? And then, you guys, I just lifted up and put my hot glue in. And this is that Sure Bonder from Hobby Lobby. It's, look, I mean, it's not even neat. And there's a lot of glue strings I need to clean up. I did want to show you one thing though. I was so proud of myself. So I put one of these finger guards, I think I did both of my index fingers, on each of my index fingers, and then when I put the glue on, I was able to push it down because that fabric hot glue, it's white. I have some going right now. I'm gonna finish this when I'm completely off because you guys don't wanna watch that part of it, but it is super hot and you can really easily get a glue gun burn from it. So figure out something. These came from Dollar Tree and I think I got 3 or 4 of them for $1 and they worked great. Okay, so then after I was done gluing it on, I just took the end of my thread that I had left and just sewed a knot to make sure that it wouldn't come undone. And it's messy. It's on the inside of the sleeve. But look how cute that is. Now, I'm not for sure if this is going to be the right proportion. And I think it would be cuter on a t-shirt that was more fitted for a lady's figure. This was just a $6 men's t-shirt from Target, but it was a good thing to learn on, okay? And if you have those jelly rolls, if you don't have them, you can just make them. Let me tell you how wide. So they're gonna be 32 inches long, and these are 2.5 inches wide. So you could cut fabric just that length. And then use the fabric stay stuff, this stuff, before the fray check, or whatever brand or kind you like. Put that on the whole thing before you start putting it on your shirt, because that was where I made the mistake. I had already started to put it on my shirt when I remembered that I had it, and then it was a little bit of a hassle, but it dries clear, you can't see it. And once I cut all the strings off, it's gonna be darling. Okay, so I was pretty excited about that, and I hope you guys are too. It was so easy. I mean, seriously, super easy. Okay, let me put this aside. Now, what we're gonna do next is we're gonna stencil on the front of this t-shirt. Can you guys see okay? I'm not seeing all the comments. Oh, there they are. Whoops. Oh my word. I need a technical assistant to help me with everything. Okay, somebody said something's kind of weird. I don't see closed caption yet because they were weird off and on, back and forth. Yeah, with live videos, that's something that I have to go back and add. When I'm resharing, okay, so this is from a viewer who is hearing impaired, and she likes me to make sure I get the closed captioning on my videos. And boy, oh boy, was that a process. I probably spent 10 hours trying to figure out how to do it, and I'm not even 100% sure that I have it completely figured out. But when I reshare an old video, it's easy to make it closed caption. It's just hard with the live video to go back and add the words. So, but I'm continuing to try, Michelle. So I guess you'll hear all that once I get it figured out, or you'll read all that. Anyways, I appreciate your patience. You guys are so good to me. There is a fabric glue. Yes, I'm using fabric glue. It's, and I use it in my big hot glue gun. And I only use fabric glue on this one. It's that Surebonder stuff. It's white. And it comes out like that. It's super hot. I mean, it's even smoking. It's so hot. So I would definitely, don't use regular fabric glue. You can also use something like this. Let's see, where is it? You could also use something like this, super fabric adhesive that's not hot. That, in fact, might be the best idea. I thought about it, but then, I don't know. I just decided to take the hot glue gun route. Okay, so now what we're gonna do is we're gonna put a stencil right here across the chest that says hope, okay? And I'm gonna use 2 colors of ink. This is gel art ink. These craft supplies today are from a maker studio. I dropped a link in the bottom, and it should be there the whole time. I'll also put some in the description at the top. And then if you want links, just say link in the comments and I'll get you some. Anyways, we're using this color. It's this awesome turquoisey blue. It says, hey y'all. And then this one is the navy blue and it says, hush your mouth. Really super cute. And this Hope stencil right here came out of this new stencil set that I just got from Maker Studio. And these are the other pieces that are on this Hope stencil set. There's one that says, the Lord is on my side, I will not fear. Psalm 118 verse 6. He is able, woman of God. Nothing can separate us from his love. Romans 8:28. And then be still and know. Those are some good ones. Hey, and if, let me just say one more thing and then we'll do this. If you like this, Maker Studio currently has a promotion where you can get all 4 of the new stencils and save $10. I think it's like $49. I don't know how long this will last. So if you're watching this video, you know, at Christmas time or a month or 2 from now or next summer on replay, it is, what is today? It's June 17th, I think, 2020. So in that stencil promotion, you get this one, which is awesome. Waymaker, miracle worker, promise keeper, light in the darkness. That's what God is. And then you get this really fun buffalo check. And then you get this one, which I did on Sunday on my Christ in Crafting. We talked about this. For we walk by faith, not by sight. When we're with our Father in our eternal home, then we will walk by sight because we will see. But right now, on this earth, we're walking by faith. And that was the gist of basically what we talked about. And these were the crafts that we made with that stencil. I just thought I'd show you. They turned out pretty cute. This was a cutting board from Dollar Tree that I stenciled with white gel ink and that stencil. This is a drop cloth banner that we made in navy blue. And we made those little rolled rosettes. And then here's the same idea that we made in gray with rolled rosettes. Oh my gosh, one of you guys was saying to me today that, that they're loving the flowers and that they're completely addicted to them, and that she said that she's a burlap rollin' flower, what did she say? Fool or something silly like that. She's a rolled flower fool or something because she can't stop. It is pretty fun. Okay, so we need to protect the back side of this t-shirt so that we don't get Hope going backwards on the back of the t-shirt. And you can use whatever you have. Works just fine. I bought one of these t-shirt things a long time ago at Hobby Lobby. And you can see I've used it a lot. I've used it for a lot of other things too. But I'm gonna put it inside of this t-shirt. This is good because it gives you some kind of shape. All right. And I do want to figure out roughly what is the center, because this is going to be my t-shirt, and I'm gonna wear this for sure. Okay, so we're just gonna take our stencil off the backing, and as usual, I always encourage you guys to write what the stencil is on the back so that when you're done and you've washed it and it's dry, you know which thing to put it back onto and which side, because that's important. Okay, I'm not going to push it down yet because I want to kind of see. It's like 6.5 to the armpit. No, it's not centered. I never know how high to put these. That may be moved over way too far. Yeah, okay. We're just going to come roughly right here and say good. Okay, and it looks pretty straight. All right, so these stencils are from Maker Studio are awesome, you guys. They're so easy to clean up and use. You can use them over and over and over and over and over. Like, some of mine look so terrible and they're 2 years old and I can still use them and they're great. So they're mesh, so they're sticky. They're mesh adhesive, sorry, and they're really detailed. So they're just great to use. Okay, and I chose these two colors to sort of go with the color of my, the colors in my jelly roll. Lay down. And, uh-oh, am I back on? I just had an interruption. Can somebody tell me if you can't see where you were Okay, I'll move it. Joyce, can you respond one more time so I can make sure that I'm still on the internet? Because I just got something that said signal interruption. Well, I see heart, so it must be on. Okay, and let me put my camera down further. Okay, I think you can see right here, but let's go down further. Okay, hey, and if those comments are driving you nuts, you can swipe them to the side. Thank you guys for letting me know that you can still see me. Look at all those hearts and thumbs. I love it. You guys are the best. On, fine, good, yay, okay. So I thought we would just do a kind of smudgy, sort of 2 different colors and just have it be fun. And this is one of the spreaders from a Maker Studio. They're so big, I like to cut them a little bit smaller. All right. And what I think I'm going to do is just put like a couple of blobs on it. And then, and if my friend Jennifer's watching, she thinks that that's a technical word, but really it's not. I'm just teasing her. And then we'll mix it all around. So like I'm going to put a big blob right there. blob right here. Can you guys see? And a blob right there. And then we'll use this one. Some right here, right here, right here. Okay, and then I'm going to take this one little teeny piece that I have left. Actually, I feel like I want a bigger one. Hang on. Make this one just a little bit wider. Okay. Okay, so now I'm just going to start doing this like swirly sort of motion. I do want the the navy blue to go in some areas without it being mixed into the lighter color. This is going to be so cool. Okay, what do I need here? This is my kind of craft project. I did not know how I was going to do. Oh, darn. I went outside. Oh, it's always something. I'll try to get that cleaned up when I go off the camera. Sometimes, if it's a teeny little mistake, you can get it washed out. What I was going to say is, when I started this project, I really didn't know how I was going to do the sleeves. I just knew that I was going to try to figure it out. So, this is what we have. How do you think it's going to look on me? And let's take it off. And I'll show you where I made my little mistake. Oops, I already see a spot that needs pushed a little harder. That's a good thing about these stencils, is you can lift them up and peek to see how you did. Oh my gosh, it's so cute. I feel like I want a little more dark blue right there. Oh my gosh, it's darling. Look at it. Let me throw this stencil in my little bath of water over here. I'm putting it face down in the water. And then when I'm all finished, I will take it into the kitchen. Let's get a little piece of water and see if we can get that blob off. I'll take it into the kitchen and wash the sponge. Look how cute that is. And here's my little, oops, I better put the lids on my things and get this out of the way so I don't drag a sleeve through it or something like that. Okay, I'm just having a hard time with that. So here's my little mistake. I don't want to make it worse. It's always something for me. There's always some mess up, or the dogs start barking, or I forget to flip my camera, or we'll see if that comes off. I don't know. If it doesn't, did you guys ever see the live that I did with my pillow that said bless your heart, and I put a little heart above it because I had a blob? So that may be what I will do here, is I will add a little heart or something right there. Anyways, how cute is that? The shirt cost $6. It came from Target. Let's review. The shirt came from Target. In the men's department, it was $6. The jelly rolls were, I don't know, $8, $7, and you get a ton of fabric. So one strip of it is, you know, less than $1 worth, way less. And the stencils are reusable, and there's a ton of ink in those little tubes. So just for a little bit of your time, you have the cutest little t-shirt. I love it. Anyways, what do you guys think? Yes, it's permanent. Okay. Oh, thank you for reminding me. Yes, Linda, or yes, Lisa, sorry. What I will do is when this is fully dry, I will use a hot iron. This is cotton, so I'll probably use the linen setting, and I might put one of those thin flour sack towels in between it and my iron, and I'll just go over it for 4 or 5 minutes. If I want, I can turn the t-shirt wrong side out and do the same thing. And then it'll be permanent, and when I wash it though, I'm gonna wash it on cool and a gentle cycle. This is not meant to be washed with your kitchen towels and your husband's Levi's. It's, you know, it's a delicate kind of thing. Wash it with your delicate clothes that are lighter colored. And then if I do put it in the dryer, I will use a cool dryer. But most likely I'll probably just hang it to dry. So that's all you have to do to make this ink permanent. I hope you liked this project. I'm pretty excited about it. I'm gonna try to, I'm gonna hop off and answer all your questions. So if you want links for that special bundle that Maker Studio has where you save $10 on those 4 stencils, let me know that. If you want, well, I'll just include the gel inks too, because those are awesome. They're great to work with. And I love those 2 colors, the Hush Your Mouth and Hey Y'all. Those are the names. So if you want those, let me know. And I see Debbie says, late getting here. Oh, you were ordering the stencils and the gel ink. The special bundle thing is a really good deal. And those 4 stencils are awesome. I love them. So if you're thinking you want 1 or 2 of them, you should think about the whole package because you saved $10. Anyways, I'll hop off, answer any questions that there might be and comments, and then I will finish my t-shirt. I'll take pictures. I'll share pictures here, and I'll probably later today post a picture of the completed t-shirt, or maybe me wearing it if it looks nice. I don't know. Just in DIY Dreaming. So feel free to sprinkle. Feel free to ask questions. If you want to be part of that other group to see tons of craft and DIY projects, it's Dreamy DIY, and there's a little space in between. So just in your Facebook, just type in Dreamy DIY. Hey, and one last thing. I'm sorry, I keep going. If you haven't already liked and followed DIY Dreaming and turn on your notifications, you should do that, because I have some really cool things coming up for the rest of this week. All right, thank you guys for watching, and I will talk to you later. Okay, bye.